It's been too long, my friend, since we've done one of these, an actual review. We had a little break, because you welcomed, addition to the family, and then
Mhm.
we had a bourbon festival. We started to travel, and we're a little behind, so we got some drinking to do and some making up and some reviewing.
Yeah, I mean, you know, life happens, but also like business is good. Like we're staying busy. People are, and still sending us things, which is great. Send us more, but it's good to stay busy, and we got a lot. Like you said, we got a lot of catching up to do, but it should be a lot of fun.
Exactly, exactly. I mean, what better way than to sip through a bunch of things and have a conversation with each other? I mean, I don't know a better way
Yeah,
to do it. I mean, the flight nights are pretty fun too,
right.
when
Yeah,
we get to talk to folks. But it's
yeah.
good to catch up, and we've got three interesting reviews on this one.
Mhm.
But I kind of love to theme things for you. So this one, I'm looking for the first time since I can remember that you and I and our families have gone on a trip. We didn't do a review this
Yeah,
year when we went up to Michigan. Life was happening too fast. The trip went by too quick. So I
yeah.
got to think, for us, we love to do those reviews while we're traveling. We also love to try things while we travel. So what is it about being able to travel, explore, and of course, drink bourbon along the way?
Yeah, I mean, it's just living life, right? I get to go to all these cool places that we do in our friend group. For those of you who don't know, our closest friend group, we throw destinations in a hat and we draw to one is left, and that could be anywhere from Australia to Mackinac Island, Michigan. Who knows? Like it could be anywhere. So, but that's the
I
fun of it. It's fun of like getting going with our closest friends and getting to see new places that we all have never been, and yeah, and then sitting around drinking bourbon in random places, which is I don't know.
in a suit on the world's longest front porch.
Yes, yes,
you
yes,
know,
100%.
so you just never know where things will take you. And I do love though on that trip though we've all gone to so many different places. We've gone to South America, Europe, and
Hmm.
Asia, and somehow we've gone to Canada, Upper Michigan, and maybe out west now. Somehow we're not. Although
It's
this is the furthest we might be going
it's
on the next
still
trip.
it still blows my mind that we were there were two picks away, like from either going like it came down to Vancouver Island and Portugal.
I think.
Yeah. And then it came down to Mackinac Island or Amsterdam. Couldn't be further apart. And not only geographically, but let's talk about culture.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Mackinac Island is just that good old American, like, hey, let's just go to the island and look at the water.
Do a lot of walking.
Yeah, like just good old, probably the most fudge shops besides Gatlinburg, Tennessee per capita that I've seen.
Yeah.
So like, couldn't be further apart from, you know, those two places, Amsterdam and Macau.
But I love it because we get to learn about all the different places our friends want to go. And like you said,
Yeah.
I don't know when we'd have ever gone to British Columbia. I don't know when we'd have gone to Mackinac Island. I don't know
That's
when
the
we're
fun
going to
of
go
it.
to some of these places. So
That is
it's
the
a,
glory of it, is because none of us would sit around and be like, you know what, honey, I think I want to go to Mackinac Island or British Columbia or it's just one of those things. It's like, hey, we're going because it got drawn out of the hat. That's where we're
yep.
going.
And then we drew again on a boat, and
Yeah,
we'll see. We'll let everyone in when what we're
yeah.
doing a little later on. But
That came
yeah,
down to two very different places.
yes, it did.
Like,
Which like you said, that's what I love.
yes,
And I think that's what and I can equate it back to bourbon too, because that's what I love about what we get to do. We get to try so many different things from so many different places,
hmm,
and while two of these are kind of from Kentucky in the sense of where they're mainly based out of, uh, they go to different places, take us around even around the world. And the first one, while it's a Kentucky based product, we're going down to the Cajun state and the Louisiana state or Louisiana Senator Bourbon. You want to show that bad boy off?
yeah. So
I will say their bottles just look nice and clean and
They
sharp.
do have really just kind of like those old school like bottles that you see like on a movie prop or old western or something. But that's what they're really cool. And this back part talks about the senator that it's that's featured on this release. And
Huey
correct me if
Long.
I'm wrong, but once they release one and honor a senator, like that's it. Like it's once they're gone, they're gone. Like
Correct. Correct.
they don't redo and re-release. Like they just go through, history of senators. This senator,
maybe in like 20 years or 30 years when they get through
Maybe.
all of them, maybe.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
that they still got a long way and a lot of work to do.
and I don't know. And then again, I don't know, and I don't know if you know or not, but we don't know how they pick the senators that they're gonna put on the bottle or they're gonna honor, but I don't know their system with that.
Well, I don't obviously know with Louisiana just because that one's a newer one. We weren't
Right.
around Damon and Andre like we get to fortunately be with some of the Kentucky Senator stuff. I know for
Yeah.
those, they like to go back pretty far because they're kind of in the public domain at that point.
Yeah.
Although some of the living senators and stuff from Kentucky, they've gotten permission to use those at some point if they wanted to. So
Yeah.
it's kind of neat. But they always got to tell a story. And I think, too, the goal was to have them close to, if it was a 6-year or 8-9 year, maybe they were a 2-term senator. You know what I mean? They served 6 or 12 years. They try to get it close to the amount of time. In
Yeah.
West Virginia, you did have a little trouble. You'd have to find like some scotch for Senator Byrd, who was there for like 60 years.
Yeah.
Years or something, but most I don't think served that long. So
Yeah.
they're able to kind of keep it a little bit older, but not just pure
Yeah.
oak and leather.
Yeah. And this one, as in true typical Kentucky Senator on brand, same thing with Louisiana Senator. It's 107 proof. It's always going to be that with them. And now the age might be different. That's going to vary in different releases, but this one is an 8-year. This one is
I
also.
believe I read that this is the first in a vertical of an 8, 9, and 10.
Yes,
So.
that is correct. This one is honoring Louisiana Senator Huey P. Long, Mr. Long. He was the 40th governor of Louisiana, and he served as governor from 1928 to 1932, and U.S. Senator from 1932 until he was assassinated in 1935.
Well,
Yeah.
there's a story there.
He was
So you get a history
left-wing-
lesson with this bottle too.
He was a left-wing populist member of the Democratic Party and rose to national prominence during the Great Depression for his vocal criticism of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Mr. Long's nickname was the Kingfish.
I was wondering if the nickname was on there because it was a good nickname.
Yeah, that is a good nickname. Which kind of makes me wonder if he was in some other things to be nicknamed the Kingfish.
Just gonna have to read some history books.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
Now let's give this bad boy a try because, like I said, it's a 8-year. It's the first of a vertical, and this is at a 78% corn, 13% rye, 9% malted barley on the mash bill. Getting a little more like spice on that than normal from them, I feel like.
Yeah. And I get you, and you really, well, that's his first drink. I always have that rule. That rule. The first drink just it punches you in the face, and then the second, and so on and so on, that's when you really get it, because it's like your mouth gets coated with it. But first drink, like you said, I got that baking spice from like a rye or something, that you would get, but I also get that forward malted barley as well. The nose is actually, not bad at all. It's actually kind of
It's an
pleasant.
inviting nose.
Yeah.
Nose.
Yeah, actually, absolutely.
The second sip was different.
Yeah. I will say that it's not lacking flavor. That's for sure. Um, definitely give it on that. Like you get that. It's like a spicy, salty type of.
Yeah, this is totally different than I feel like anything we've had from them
Correct.
before from the Kentucky Senator line.
Yeah.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, on this one they worked with maybe Potter Jane, who we've talked with, like that group, to
Yeah.
help do some stuff with this one potentially.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I couldn't find all the press release. My desk,
Right.
things happen. So.
You're trying to
Trying to get educated.
You're trying to go through school, man. The education, man.
I will say this one gives me more of I would say a Kentucky hug, but I feel like it's a Louisiana hug. It just warms you right up and gets you in the Raging Cajun going.
And that's the thing, though. But I don't get that. Like, I haven't
It's not
got
here.
that.
It is up here. It is.
Yeah. Yeah. I like it. I mean,
I mean, it's super flavorful.
it is not lacking in the flavor department. Now, whether it's your specific type of flavor that you're looking for, tasting notes, then that's to be determined. That's up to you. But I'll say that within the first two drinks, it was two different flavor profiles, but in a good way. And it's we need like
a lot of baking spice.
we need we need like some sound effects going. Like we need to get our producers working on sound effects because like every time I say juicy, like we need like some type of sound effect because that's what it is. It's juicy.
Yeah, and I was gonna say you could maybe hear the cat in the background. I was trying something new tonight to let the cat in so she's not dive bombing the door in the studio, but she's attacking something in the corner. So now the MSRP we looked up anywhere from 99 to like 119 or so. So what do you think on that?
What was it again?
MSRP anywhere we saw between right around 100 to 120.
I mean,
It's flavorful. If I'm a Louisiana person,
I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I mean, again, it's like you look at it and for what they do. Like again, I don't mind it. A lot of people may look at it and be like, 8-year bourbon for $120 or $100. I get it, but again, that's not what they're they're making. And again, like I said, like once this allotment is gone, this barrel is gone. It's gone. Like they're not reproducing Mr. Huey P. Long. Like they're not.
Yep.
That ain't. It's out. So it's also a collectible thing. If that's in your cup of tea, we know we have a lot of people who are collecting the Kentucky Senator versions, varieties, and then now this is the first one from that's Louisiana Senator because. Damon, one of the founders of Kentucky Senator, he's from Louisiana. So I like it. Andre, sorry, Damon. Yeah, damn, sorry. My bad.
I was going to say Damon, I believe, is from Michigan, maybe, or somewhere up north.
Yeah, he's the Kentucky Senator, yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's the Kentucky Senator. I like it. I'm with you. I think, for me, I'd prefer it if it was 99, I'd say go for it all day.
Right.
The 120 makes me caution and more that goes to someone that's maybe the flavor profile matches up, or like you said, it matches, and you're going to go get the next two releases and have a lovely 8, 9, 10-year vertical. So I could see people going for it, and I don't think they'd be wrong.
I wouldn't fault it at all. I'm with you on that. Like I do think it's got a lot of flavor to it. I think a lot of people out there is going to really enjoy this. Not saying we're not, and I'm not, because I think it's very, very flavorful. But I do think this is going to hit some palates for everybody. I think
It does have a lot more spice than I was expecting.
it's got some spice. It's got that earthy. I call it that. That grassy tone a little bit. It's got the earthiness to it. It's got the spice to it, but it's got saltiness to it. But it's got that just I don't know. I like it.
Yeah.
I think you could definitely keep coming back to that. It's just I think it's good.
Yeah, I agree. Now, this next one that we're going to try, we're going out to Nevada. It's totally different. People hear about the 4 grain. We're going to up it by 1. We're going 5 grain. 5 grain. Frey Ranch, 5 grain. Now, I will preface this for those that are looking for this. Good luck. There was a limited release this summer. We were behind with life. You welcomed, like I said, a newborn in.
Yeah.
So this one kind of got pushed off to the side a little bit. But the 5 grains, corn, wheat, barley, rye, and we're adding in oat. So it's 60% corn and then 10% the rest of them. This bad boy comes in. Do you want me to hold off on the proof for you?
No, I know it. I've got it. I see
You
it.
looked at it.
Yeah.
130.2.
Hazmat. Well, I will say it's that type of season. We're in the thick of winter.
Yeah, warm you
almost.
right up.
But yeah.
So this
Although,
was
if you
barrel
got a little-
3.
Listen, if you got some stuffed up things going on, rub some jalapeno in your nose and just sniff this. It'll clear it out. It
Well,
will.
and this is barrel 3016 because this is a single barrel. I believe they had 2 of these. One was released at the distillery, one online. Like I said, if you can find them somewhere, props to you. They're very limited. This was aged for 6 years, 2 months, and 1.5 days. That's how specific we're getting here. We talk about we love transparency. They went full on transparency on this.
Fired. Listen, that's our MO right there. All right, let's see what we got here.
Cool. Ooh.
Well, I was hoping that this would do what I was hoping it would do, because for everybody out there that knows me, I love the higher proof stuff anyway, just because I think a higher proof packs more flavor if it's done right. Now again, higher proof stuff, it can just be
Oh, it can just burn you.
it could just be 87 octane. It could just burn your face off. But this is surprisingly, for 130 proof, very, very smooth. But also packs a ton of flavor, which I was hoping.
Dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Like in the best way possible. Like if you would blind someone with this, they would not tell you it's 130 proof at all. I don't believe.
Oh, no! You could put this side by side against something else that's not 130 proof. That's something that's 100 proof, and depending on what it is, like the 100 proof probably is going to taste hotter.
Well, I mean, honestly, the one we just did, the Louisiana Senator one, was spicy. Now, granted, it 13% rye. It only had the 3. And this one's got 10% wheat, 10% rye, 10% malted barley, and then 10% oat, which that's a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
But man, 130 proof, no way you could tell me that. And like you said, super flavorful. Like it's got some soft touches.
You don't see anything with oat hardly ever.
Well, because what's the one that we always talk? Rye is pain in the butt to distill. Oat will jam up a still like nobody's business.
Well, yeah, because it's like oatmeal, right? Like you add water to oats, and guess what it does? Sorry, and depending on your ratio, it will clog it up. Just like you're making a bowl of oatmeal. And you add water, put it in the microwave, add heat to it, steam. It's going to get thick, real quick. But that is good.
Look for this label.
Yeah.
Try Frey Ranch.
I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. That's really good.
Like
You
that
said it
is
was 6
and
years?
6 years, 2 months, and 1.5 days. They got down to the half day.
See, I love that. Like, I like that.
Now
I know that
you
I
might
like it
love this even.
because they're probably being a little bit cheeky about it, but I love it. Like,
You
bring it,
know,
bring it.
you'll love this too. The
Give me some
MSRP.
hours. Give me some hours in there. Throw in like 14 hours.
You'll love this part too. MSRP $89.
Yep, all day.
Same.
All day.
I mean,
Because this is a limited run, limited batch, small batch. Like this is not.
it's a single barrel. Like it's a
Single
true
barrel.
single barrel.
Do they distribute to Kentucky? I feel like I've seen it. Before, but I could be wrong.
Possibly some of their other ones. This one was clearly one release only at the distillery out there, and then the other one was available. This one, I believe, that we're trying was available online. So
Yeah.
a friend might have it, or someone might have one somewhere on a secondary. Because, like I said, it was a special summer release. They did 2 barrels. But man, all day on that.
Yes, that's really really good.
And
Like
because
it really
I
is.
believe their typical one is a 4 grain is kind of what they do. I believe that's what I have. They also, you'll love this too. Their topper is like a lug nut almost, and I'm pretty sure I put a dent in a table at one point because I dropped it.
Is it
But-
is it just as heavy as 15 stars? Like you could use it as a weapon.
If I'm remembering correctly, yeah. I'll have to double check, but I'm about 99% sure
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah, I mean it's widely available. I'm just checking on like just some online retailers. It's widely available on there for like less than $100. Like I've seen anywhere from 80 to $100 is literally the range online. So
I mean, if you can find it, I think
I
this
can get
one
them
is
to
a
ship
green
it to
light.
Kentucky. Yeah, I'm gonna make a purchase.
There you go. Green light all the way on that one. Man. See, and this is why I love travel, go try things from
Yeah.
different places. Because, yes, Kentucky makes some of the best bourbon in the world. But there's a lot of good bourbon being made out there.
A lot of good juice out there in the world. Lot. Yeah,
Now-
that was really good.
Now, this last one we're going to try, we go worldwide with this bad boy. It's the RD1 Sister Cities 2025 edition. And I believe you got that lovely bottle.
I do.
That's a pretty bottle, too.
It is a nice bottle. Yeah, it is a nice bottle. Like they do a good job.
And so RD1's based out of Lexington. And what is it? What is this one finished in, Brandon? Or finished with, I should say.
Okay, this one is finished with Japanese Mizunara and French oak.
And the story behind the sister cities is RD1's in Lexington, Kentucky. They have sister cities in France and in Japan. So let's use something from both places. French oak, Japanese Mizunara. Let's see what we can make.
So this is correct. I can't even begin to pronounce.
The 2 cities.
No. Yeah.
We'll just say that one's in Japan and one's in France.
One's in Japan, one's in France. You got Lexington. France is Duville.
Yeah.
Duville, France, and then I can't even pronounce the one in Japan.
Yeah, it's somewhere in Japan. And
I ain't setting
you'll
myself
love
up
this.
for.
You don't want to be me. You don't want to pull a Jonathan.
No. But this one is 102 proof. It says on the bottle that it's 5 and 7 year bourbon and 8 year rye.
Yeah, that's what I'm intrigued by that. That's also a unique
Yeah,
mix.
I am too. Yeah, I wonder if that place in Japan is like known for. Like, I wonder if it's like the place to get Mizunara. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Or if it's like, you know what I mean?
I just think of the story. We're not going to tell the story right now, but we were at the Kentucky Bourbon Festival. We're dropping those videos kind of as we go. I think by the time this comes out, there might be 1 or 2 videos left, or they'll have just all released.
Yeah.
But there's a great story. We're not sharing it in any of the videos, but if you ever catch us at a bar, we got a good story on some Japanese Mizunara barrels, and yeah.
Yeah. Yes, we do.
Let's
That's
see
for
how
the,
this one goes, though.
Yeah, that's for the
The after show.
premium podcast. I'm gonna look at this place up.
All I know is we've had 3 different pours, completely 3 different pours tonight. That is a 5 and 7 bourbon and an 8-year-old rye.
Yeah, let's do it.
And I believe the French oak, they did like the necklace, so that's why I said it was finished with. If you don't know, pay attention to how bottles are labeled, because finished in and finished with are 2 totally different things when it comes to the finishing of a product. Because I believe they use like the necklace in the barrel, kind of giving it a little extra.
Yeah, you got to pay attention to that, because you're right. They can get, but the Japan City is not known for like distillery per se, but they do source a lot of the Mizunara wood from that city and that area to a lot of distilleries, aka RD1.
See, I'm glad you looked that up, because that makes it even cooler on the Sister City thing. And like I said, and I believe that if I read everything correctly, like I said, this was the 2025 edition, so I'm wondering if they're going to do similar things. Jared, who we've gotten to know over there, who's kind of their R&D blender, does some fun stuff, if he's going to do more things like this, because this was one of his projects, because they have kind of their traditional, their flagship bourbons, but this was a kind of a specialty blend that he did, so I'm curious to see what else they have in the future on this.
Yeah, it's actually not, first drink, not bad.
No, it's different. It's
different.
Like I said, three different pours on this episode. The Louisiana Senator definitely had that spice. The 5 grain was just well balanced and super flavorful, dangerous. This one's just a nice, enjoyable pour, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like you said, 102 proof.
Mm-hmm.
See, I feel like this one is almost a little juicy. Like it's giving me a good mouthful feel.
Yeah. I don't disagree. The only thing that I would like to see from them is give us a percentage. Like, give us a percentage of how much 5-year, how much 7-year, and how much of the 8-year rye. Like on the bottle. I know we may have it as far as it's not on the
press
bottle.
Releases and stuff. That's fair. That is fair.
You know what I mean? Like, I would like to see that. You've got, like Bardstown Bourbon. Right? Bardstown does that. Bardstown gives you the percentage of what it is when they release something, which is what, one of the things we love about that. But with this, I feel like anybody, it ain't just RD1. Like, I do.
No, it's a lot.
Like anybody, like if you're doing literally craft, specific things like this, different things. I personally, put it somewhere on the bottle. It's like, all right, how, we use the percentage of this, because again, this is 5 and 7 year bourbon, straight bourbon, straight Kentucky bourbon. But also it has 8-year rye, which.
Yeah, and all I can find from our end is just the 5 years is 70, 21, 9. The 5-year bourbon's a 70, 21, 9. The 7 years is 75, 13, 12. And the 8-year rye is a 51% rye, 37% corn, 12 malted barley. So
you get a lot of that. You get a lot of sweetness, where I do. Like,
yeah, there's not a ton of spice on this one.
No, there's not, and I think that which the Mizunara wood's supposed to add a little spice to it, I believe. Depending on if they, if it's how they finished it using that. But they also did it in French oak as well. So.
And I'm going to try to say the name of the Japanese city, Shinhadaka.
Yeah.
I might be close.
That's a good one. That's
You
a
know, that
good.
might have been my best try ever.
That's a good. That's a good. I think that's a really good try.
Now, I do love this. You know, we said it's a 5, 7, and 8 year. We got the double finish. MSRP coming in at $70.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do.
I mean, I think that's a very reasonable thing for all those things that you're getting, along with the double finish, and it's a cool bottle. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
cool. If you're from anywhere like like we are,
Right.
Lexingtonians, I think that's a cool bottle to have on your shelf. But it's also a pretty good bottle to have on your
Yeah.
shelf too.
It is like you said. It's
Are we just
different.
in the holiday spirit? Are we just being too nice right
Yeah.
now?
No, no, I don't think so. No, but you said it's different. Like,
Hmm.
but it's like especially like if you take it prime time example. You just said it like holidays. You got friends, family, relatives out of town who are bourbon and whiskey connoisseurs, but there's a lot of things that we are very, very lucky and privy to here in the state of Kentucky when it comes to bourbon and whiskey that aren't available in other states. So if you got friends and family that are coming to town and you got this bottle on the shelf, like it's different. Like it's just something like,
Oh yeah,
hey, it's Christmas time, it's the holidays, let's try something. Try
something new,
something
something
different,
fun.
something new, something fun. But no, I like it, especially for the price. I like it. Again, it's just one of those. It's just one of those cool craft things that's being done and been done really well. And which again, that's what I love about RD1 is that they make really good things, and they got really their price point is really really good and really approachable. So
That helps.
it does help. It
It's
does.
good and approachable price.
It does.
That's
If
not
anybody
always the
knows
case.
that like watches our show, like it can be the best whiskey in the world, but if it's $1,000 and
Yeah.
sorry, sorry,
Yeah, it better do a lot for us at a certain price, and this one at its price
yeah,
does just right. And I think that's what even the Frey Ranch,
yeah.
Louisiana Senator does too. And man, maybe I'm just in the holiday spirit, but I'm
Hey,
glad we're
no,
doing some
what's wrong with
reviews
that?
and
Tis the
and
season.
exactly. Shall we do it?
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.